Welcome back to Wookiees of Mirkwood. We've got another list review here. I have got quite a big couch today. We've got Nikki, who is the event runner. We've got David Murphy back, who is a channel regular. Dave Coleman, who's been here a fair few times as well. And Paddy, who, I think, Paddy, you've been on before, haven't you?
Yeah, probably my
He's my
last
number
event
one.
last year.
He's
Okay,
down
yes,
for the
you're-
win this weekend.
Your
I'm
event.
Scott. I'm Scott.
So, yeah, quite a big couch. So we've got a bit to discuss. Nikki has kindly made the Masters of Fate GBHL 90 IHL 100 event. It's this weekend on the, what's the date, Nikki? You might know, top here, 20th?
20th, 21st.
20th and 21st of April. It's a 900-point event. It's got a bit of a twist in the rules, as our events usually do in the last few cases. And we're just going to have a brief overview of that and then all of the lists. I have a couple of dropouts, but I still think the lists are in high 20s. And I myself will be playing as Buybuster, list to be announced. So first and foremost, we've got the Facebook page here. We'll just jump straight into the event pack, which is linked in the description of the Facebook page. So as we can see, it's GBHL and it's IHL, Masters of Fate, and it's in Exploding Dice, our very own venue. It's £35 a ticket. And just going down your typical army submissions. I just want to get down to a particular part here. So the rounds are 2 hours, 15 minutes, not too bad.
Be 2:30
games.
actually. I realized I didn't update this here,
Okay.
but we've scheduled in for 2:30 just because there's 900 points on the table. So the extra 15 minutes should let some games get finished up.
How many did I do for my, was it 2 hours 45 I did for my 1,000?
245, yeah.
Yeah, it was too much.
Yeah.
230 is fine. Total 6 games, 3 a day, standard. Down to the main thing. So Masters of Fate is the rule that Nikki has invented for this. I'll give it a quick read through, and Nikki can give us a bit of a, I guess, his idea on it. This tournament will have a unique mechanic that will allow hero models to attempt to master their fate in order to achieve great active valor, even when the odds seem stacked against them. However, there are mysterious powers that govern the scales of fate, and every great deed and act of fortune is balanced by tragedy and misfortune. Tempt the scales of fate. Once per game, a hero model may attempt to master their own fate. This is done during the hero's combat after any duel rules have been made. The controlling player may declare they are going to tempt the scales of fate, allowing them to turn one of their duel dice into a natural 6. Normal modifiers will still apply. When heroes tempt the scales of fate in the heat of battle, the scales will seek balance and great lightning bolts will fall from the skies. Once a player has declared they are tempting the scales of fate, they must roll in the following table. This roll is done before any win rolls are made and is rolled regardless if the hero won the combat or not. Should 2 heroes in the same combat tempt the scales of fate, a roll off will be used to determine which hero should roll on the table first. So these are quite bad for the most part up until the last one, which is obviously pretty good, which is number 1, by Fate Mastered. The hero tempted fate suffers a strength 10 hit and is not prone. 2d3, the scales seek balance. Your opponent must select one of your models within 12 inches of the chosen combat. This model suffers a strength 10 hit and is not prone. 4-5, the scales seek balance. You must select a friendly model within 12 inches of the chosen combat. This model suffers a strength 10 hit and is not prone. This may not be a model in combat with a calling hero. 6, Master of Fate. You select one enemy model within 12 inches of the chosen combat. This may be the model in combat with a calling hero. This model suffers a strength 10 hit and is not prone. Additionally, if tempting the scales of fate resulted in the calling hero winning their combat and they are in combat with an enemy hero, resolve the combat as if they called a heroic combat at the start of the phase. It's actually pretty simple when you break it down, and I like that it's heavily balanced in like against you, I guess. So talk us through it, Nikki. What was your thoughts with this?
Yeah, I guess it was just to try and get like some scenarios where you're maybe out of might and you think all's lost for a hero, so it kind of gives you like one last fighting chance to win a fight. So say your hero rolls a 4 high and you know they're going to die. In that moment, you can decide you're going to master your fate, secure that 6, and win the fight. But you're going to have to pay, like to balance the scales. So that probably brings in like, do you want to do that in the first place. So maybe your like mightier heroes will choose not to risk their own teammates, but then you might get like an orc captain that needs to win the fight and he's out for self-preservation and he doesn't care about lowly orcs, so he's going to do what he can in order to survive. So I thought that by adding this in, it doesn't really break the core mechanics of the game, but it might like add some like cool heroic moments. And then with the last bit, like if you do use this against another hero, you'll get heroic combat out of it as well. So it encourages, I guess, heroes to fight other heroes and to try and like use this mechanic to get some cool moments in the game.
Yeah, fair. I think it'll be quite funny. My first thought was like armies like say Corsairs or something, which is a chaff, and like shit heroes will absolutely love it. Elite armies maybe not so much. What about you,
So
lads?
something
What
actually
do you
with
think?
the differences, I can't. So on 2 to 3, the roll, can they still pick the hero that did it, or does it have to be something else?
On a 2 to 3, no. So it can't be.
The caller.
So the
Yeah.
the bit sorry that says this may not be the model in combat with a calling hero in 4 to 5 should be on this one as well. So you
Oh,
can't
okay.
they can't
Yeah.
pick anything in that combat where the call was made. They have to pick something within 12 inches of the combat.
Okay. So like, so if you whatever hero calls it only on a 1, that hero takes the hit basically. Or do
Yeah.
that every. Yeah.
So one is like the gods don't favor you, and they strike the
Yeah.
hero that's
Get
trying to
shafted.
master it. Yeah.
Gods don't seem to favor you very much unless you get that 6, to be honest. But that's what I
Well,
like about it.
I guess it's like you're borrowing something from the gods, so they're allowing you to have your moment of glory, but they're going to take that from somebody
Yeah.
else. So somebody's probably going to die as a result of you winning that combat.
Yeah,
All
for
of
sure.
Murphy's heroes are going to definitely roll ones.
I think the spot prizes and things like that will be around trying to get people to get into the spirit of the event and use these. So there'll probably be a spot prize for the first person to hit their own hero by Master and Fate, and probably one for the first person to become a Master of Fate.
Yeah, you could do you have quite a few options there. Like you could just do first person to kill a model with it in general. And yeah,
Yeah.
just quite a few things. I mean, yeah, I like it. It'll be interesting to see how many people use it. The hardest thing I think with things like this is remembering that they exist when you're in the heat of a game.
Yeah, I had a practice game last week and I completely forgot to use it myself.
There you
So
go.
yeah.
Yeah, I had one practice game with the intention of like trying this out, and I only remembered it in like the last 10 minutes.
To be fair, I do think it's quite situational when it comes up because there's a lot of times where you might be against, a striker or a hero that is like higher fight than you, so rolling that 6 probably doesn't matter anyway. So I don't think it mattered in the game I played because I was facing Assault and Helm's Deep,
Sure.
so all of my models were higher fight than his, and all his were lower fight, so it wouldn't have helped him really anyway.
Again, I think like armies with lots of models and ship captains and stuff will love it. 'Cause you
Yeah.
don't give a fuck. You'll just be like, yeah.
I don't think I'll use it too much unless desperate, because I don't want my beloved Iron Hill dwarves getting hit by lightning
No,
bolts.
not particularly. No. Okay, that's right. Elite armies definitely won't enjoy it. So yeah, just a little point here. Just saying it's a bit of fun. Don't be a dick. Enjoy the crack. And a bunch of other stuff here that if you're really interested in it, you can go and have a read. Paint me a king or a queen. Nikki has asked people to paint, funnily enough, a king or a queen. It's just this have to be literally like a king or queen model.
A king or a queen, and anyone that asked that wanted to do like a lord, I think I allowed as well. Just to like open the options out a little bit. So yeah, just
Yeah, that's fair.
think it's nice to have a little bit of side competition that's maybe not aimed
Yeah.
at the serious gamers and try and reward some of the hobbyists out there.
And is this in addition to the normal best painted?
Yeah, so there'll be
Okay.
a best painted army, and then this is a completely separate competition. So both have sets of Artis Opus brushes up for winning. So there's a set of the fancy dry brushes and a set of the Series S, I think, or Series M. So
Tasty.
you don't your model, the king or queen, can be completely separate from your army. It doesn't have to be included in your army, and it also doesn't have to be on a base. Everyone's got an 8-inch by 8-inch square, so if you want to make a diorama. So I deliberately left this quite vague and loose so people could interpret it as they want and
Yeah.
go mad with it, really.
Well, that it'll
I
be
may
a good
I
one,
may
okay.
have something prepped for this.
Of course you do. I would fully expect it.
I'm going to start it tomorrow night and finish it for Saturday.
I am also not surprised
Standard.
about either. Yeah.
Classic King's Champion.
Yeah.
I've seen
Still
quite a
alive.
few of the entries that are going to be in, and there's going to be some stiff competition out there for sure.
Yeah, I think there will be.
Mine is literally 8-inch box, so it's like literally inside an 8-inch box.
Class.
I
Yeah,
was
more of
painting up models for it, but then I seen what Paddy's doing, so I was like, nah.
That's usually it. I mean, as soon as a couple of people get stuck in,
You shouldn't let that put you off.
But
For that reason, I've included a runner-up in the
Yeah.
paint and for both competitions.
there's,
But I've also seen what Sean Sproul is doing, so
yeah, and Garage as well has got doing it. His will be sick. So yeah, big competition.
Mine actually involves 2 king models. So there's...
Oh, that's against the rules, Paddy.
Oh Jesus!
That's disqualification. No, I'm joking.
So yeah, lots of
Paddy's
prizes.
might technically involve 3 monarchs.
Double
Nice.
disqualification.
Okay. Well,
And enter them
oh,
anyway.
Yes. Indeed.
But yeah, moving on. Lots of prizes. And then as
Can
you
we
can
say how
see,
stunning the prizes are?
they
there?
are.
Just
They are. They're great.
go-
I was looking to see if there was a picture of maybe all of them, but there isn't. But
I think Nicky only really finished them there.
Yeah,
the 3
only
trophies are
finished.
ridiculous. Yeah.
The best
Aye.
ones there on the screen.
I
think
wa-
the
I want to
Urukai's
come
the best,
third.
man. Yeah, the
I want to come third.
it's lethal.
If I'm top, which the child thinks I'll be, I'll purposely lose my last
You're
game
always
just to come third.
you're all on top of my heart, Paddy. Don't worry.
I
So-
will ask Nicky how many points I have to lose by just to come third, just
Yeah.
so I can have the deserter.
It's so cool. Like,
I think there's a couple of people playing for third.
I
That
think
one's
it is. It's the
cool.
best one.
Imagine being so disappointed you came first. It's like, oh,
I know.
shut up.
You get the choice. But yeah, so really good. All the prizes are really good. Even the spot prizes, I'm sure will be great.
Yeah.
So into
Connor,
the-
if I send you a photo of them, you could edit them over here.
Oh yeah, good actually.
onto the video.
Yeah, definitely.
You'll
do that.
probably. Do you have them in the Facebook page or Nicky? No.
Yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure I could
Event.
find a picture of them.
I don't think I posted them in the GBHL page. Just
If you post them separately there, Connor can just go back to the Facebook
Yeah,
event page there on the
I
top
can just
left.
grab it. I can grab it and post it in the video, and then we can just have it sitting here.
grant.
But on to the lists. So number 1, David Murphy himself.
The
Iron
number
Hills.
1 player,
He did give this away
Shut
slightly.
up, Paddy.
best player.
With Arrow
No.
reclaimed.
No.
We've got the leader. Well, who's your leader? Oh, Dane, I assume.
It's dead.
Um,
Says it in the
It
warband,
does.
Connor.
I'm here. Look, it's late. So yeah, Warband 1, Dane, leader, Lord of the Iron Hills. He's got a goat rider with him. He's got an Iron Hills dwarf with a spear, shield, and a banner. 8 dwarves with spears and shield, and 4 spears and crossbows. Warband 2 is Thorin with Orchrist, a goat rider again, just a copycat warband. So dwarf with spear, shield, and banner, another 8 dwarves with spears and shields, and another 4 with spears and crossbows. Warband 3 is Glowing with 8 with dwarves with spears and shields, and 3 with spears and crossbows. 900 points, 42 models. You said this was your it was your 1,000 point list, just with like a couple of things changed.
Yeah. So I had at 1,000 points. I had Thorin, Dane, and Dwalin all with an identical warband. So that was 995 points. So I was like, okay, Dwalin becomes Glowing, drop a banner, drop a goat rider, drop a lad with crossbow, points, dead on.
It's not a bad amount of models either, considering they're Iron Hills.
Like to point out too that David submitted this list about a month before I'd even confirmed the date of the event.
Standard.
Dave does
So-
that a lot.
Standard. Yeah. As soon as he knows about the event.
Just like, what's the point, Nicky? 900, right? There's a list.
Yeah.
I think it'll do pretty well. So it's probably worth knowing when we're reviewing these that the scenarios are being rolled randomly from the there's no pull system. I think I've taken out Seize the Prize, Recon,
Oh.
and Storm. Oh,
No, was it
oh,
Storm
I
and
think Seize
Ireland?
the Prize is still there. I think it's Storm the Camp.
Storm the Camp
and yeah,
Heirlooms.
Storm the Camp, Heirlooms, and Recon.
Recon
So
out.
I think I took Recon out. I don't like
I think you
Recon.
did.
No, I thought
I
it was
can't.
only 2.
Maybe it
Yeah,
was. I think I
think it
put
was
it. I put Recon back in. Maybe. I just personally really don't like Recon. Storm the
Agreed.
Camp and
I'd love if you
Heirlooms
took
are
that.
definitely dropped.
I'd love if you
Um,
took Recon out myself, but I don't think you did.
Nah, I think it was just
so
2, wasn't it? Are you just doing a D18 then, that guy, are you?
I've got a wheel that I'll spin on my phone,
Oh,
and
okay.
it'll come up with the random pick for the turn, and then obviously I'll delete that one for the next spin.
Grand.
Easy enough. So yeah, it's good to see you using dwarves instead of the Mordor list.
They're good lads.
They're good
They are
lads.
great lads.
Everyone loves it at dwarves. Hard not to like them. Number 2, Connor Kerr. What absolute
Jesus.
fucking madness is he going to be
Oh,
about here?
oh,
So we
Oh,
Oh,
got
he's doing it
Bangor.
again. He's doing it again.
We got Barry White. He's the army leader. He's got an
Oh.
orc with 2-handed weapon, 5 orcs with shields, 5 with spears and shields, and an orc with banner, spear, and shield. We've got Barry Weft. He's got pretty much the same thing. So orc with 2-handed weapon, 5 with shields, and 6 with spears and shields. Barry Wong, 2 orcs with 2-handed weapons, 4 with shields, 6 with spears and shields. Barry from the Isle of Wight. 2 orcs, a pet dog, 3 orcs with shields, 3 with bows and spears, and 3 with spears and shields. Barry of the White Tower, 3 orcs with 2-handed weapon, 3 orcs with shields, 6 orcs with spears. Barry, not all white orc captain. 6 orcs with shields, orc with banner and spear, and 5 orcs with bow and spear. The real Slim Shady, 100 points, 79 models. What the fuck is the real Slim Shady?
It's
a
a
shade.
it's a
Shade.
shade.
Oh fuck! Of course it is.
It was actually because he couldn't get a shade model originally. It was
Ah,
a
dear.
Citadel shade
That's
paint
right.
on
Is he still
the
is he
right
gonna
size
use it? Is
space.
he gonna use it?
No, he got an
Ah,
actual shade from
it's
somebody.
79 models though, and he always brings absolute madness. I just think it's class. What's the thoughts on this? I'm sure there's plenty.
I hate it. Out the gate, I hate it.
Sat well the life out of the shade.
Yeah, that's that's
Paralyzed
what
for
it is. And then
days.
they put it like the problem is he got what 3, 6. He has 30 will of paralyze. Just throw like 31 dice paralyze at the army, and the other army.
No, there's only 5 bar white, says there. The last one's an orc captain,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Oh yeah, sorry. So only 25 will. Sorry.
Yeah, just the 25 paralyzes.
Yeah, just most average armies or most small armies.
In which he'll probably just chuck 1 will every turn, and just paralyze basically all your heroes, and then the next best things.
Yeah.
This
It's
does not
just
bode well
start,
for
it's
me.
just start paralyzing your troops.
Yeah, it's a very Connor card list for sure.
It is
Oh, it
100%
is.
iconic card list.
I love it. I think it's going to do really well. I
He
just
always
think
does really well. This is the thing.
79 models on the table is going to be so hard for
That's the biggest
anyone
list,
to
isn't
deal
it?
with. By far the
It
biggest
has to
list.
be.
Yeah.
Was there a model limit?
100?
I think it was 100. Yeah.
Is Matty Butler coming to CNOC for bringing something mad?
Can't
We'll
remember what
see.
he's bringing.
We'll see.
No,
Well,
he's bringing ghosts. So no,
okay.
he's not bringing anything mad.
We'll send 79 models with a bunch of Barrys. Not bad, Connor.
Yeah.
Not
I
bad.
think this will probably do very well, especially
Yeah.
because of the model count. Like if he gets a lot of missions there, like
Yeah.
objectives, he's
Yeah.
going to do very well.
I think he could. I haven't seen the rest of this, and I think he could win.
If he gets contests and things like that, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, the contest is still okay because
Yeah,
he's just going to paralyze the life out of
Yeah.
the enemy leader,
Yeah, just
and the bar white
even
just
a
needs
hero
to-
that has like built-in fortify is going to
get a
get fucked
couple of
over by
kills
that
and
much
just don't let
paralyze.
them do anything.
Yeah.
Next up we have Joseph Hill and King. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with them.
Joseph was one of the guys that played in the War of the Ring campaign thing here.
Oh, cool.
So.
Oh yeah, I think I remember a guy that brought Khan, so I assume that's him. I assume.
Yeah. So he's quite a new player. And he's playing a mostly 3D printed army, so it's going to look different on the table. And we haven't really seen a lot of cans
Great to see
here at
Khan.
all, so
Yeah.
it'll be great to see on the table.
Yeah. So main force, Variegs of Khan, 609 points. He does have Easter eggs in here as well. So Warband 1 is a Candish King, 1 Candish Chariot. It's the leader. It's got 4 Candish Charioteers with bows, Charioteers with bows. 6 Candish Horsemen. Warband 2 is a Candish Chieftain with 6 Candish Horsemen. Warband 3 is a Candish Chieftain with 6 Candish Horsemen. Then he's got Easterlings, 290 points of those. Warband 4 is an Easterling Captain on Armored Horse with Sword and Shield with 5 Easterling Cataphracts. Warband 5 is an Easterling Captain with the same Armored Horse and Sword and Shield, and again with 5 Easterling Cataphracts. 899 points, 37 models. Lowish on the bottle side. But again, interesting to see Canned.
Oh, mount it.
I think it's
He,
class.
he will not like the lightning strikes.
No, the
No.
chariot is probably going to
All
suffer.
the horsemen as well.
Basically all the chariots and all the heroes on their horses. This is why
He could play it just by not calling any of the.
yeah, aye.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but if a chariot whiffs, he might be inclined to do it and then could end up shooting himself in the foot. This is why I don't think mounted armies are good for this rules pack, because they're just going to get hit with lightning, and it's not what you want. Like, you don't want all your heroes on foot, like all mounted Rohan and this list. You don't want the chariots coming dismounted, like.
Yeah. The chariots are the big hitters as well.
But it's pretty good. Like, obviously
You
the cans,
can choose where it
the
goes,
main.
right?
Yeah,
Like the lightning
well,
strike. So I guess you could just try
yeah.
your best to place it, and so, but
But if
almost
he
the whole
charges
thing's-
in, charges in and gets a 2 or 3,
Yeah.
I'm going to put it on the next chariot, basically.
Yeah,
I guess you could do it though. I guess it doesn't matter with it because the charge you're looking for your impact hits, but you could,
Yeah.
if you've got priority, you'd make sure that you master fate, like last, so that the model
after
gets
the
to
combat,
fight before the so
Yeah.
that if you kill them, they're not prone, or if you hit them, they're not prone and they can still fight.
yeah, fully mounted army. So it's not going to much of a choice either way about it.
It's an army with a massive footprint.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah. It's going to take up a lot of room on the board, and
It's gonna look good.
37 models is not bad for an
No.
all mounted army
Yeah,
at 900.
We were talking about this earlier with the Maelstrom rules for chariots, so I don't think anyone wants to lose or win the priority rule against this in a Maelstrom deployment and have 5 chariots come on behind them and just crush their army. Be great to see, but it wouldn't be nice to be on the receiving side.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool army. Cool to see. Not sure how it'll get on, but I'm glad to see something like it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Robert Devereux, I've got a bunch of goblins to bring down for him. He has brought Survivors of Lake Town and the Iron Hills, 46 models, 900 points. Bard the Bowman with armor and horse. He's got Alfred the Counselor with him, Sigurd and Tilda, 5 Lake Town Militia with shields, 5 with spear and shield, and 5 with spear and bow. Gandalf the Grey on horse, 3 Lake Town Militia with shield, 3 with spear and shield, 3 with bow and spear, and a militia captain with, again, 3 with his spear and shield, 3 with bow and spear. Then he's got Dane, Iron Fit, Lord of the Iron Hills, on a warboar. He's got 9 Iron Hills with dwarf spear with him.
This is the 3D printed army, isn't it?
Aye. Yeah.
It's like Town is anyway.
Yeah.
I really like the alternate models he's used. Actually, I think they really suit it.
Like, I'll have to see them.
I think it was at the tournament there. Ben's one there.
Yeah.
Recently, wasn't it?
Oh, I think I've seen the Sigurd and Tilda actually, maybe the Alfred.
Yeah. It's all 3D printed alternate modes. Even.
Yeah. Be cool look.
It's a lot of chaff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few.
Not a lot of 3 beefy heroes is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Bard being the leader's not great now in the army list. Used to be that you could take Gandalf as leader, but obviously Bard, Hero of Legends, has
Unless
to
he's
be the
made
leader.
Dane the leader, has he?
Doesn't say.
I think Bard's. I assume
was
Bard's his
assuming
leader
Bard.
because he put it out as his first warband.
Yeah.
I would have probably picked Dane.
Yeah,
I
Dane's
think
probably the same. Well, they're both. Yeah, they're both in combat anyway, so Dane might as well be the leader.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dane's more durable.
Yeah.
there's no banner in this list. Sure, there's not. I think that's the only thing I might have
There is
Oh
no
yeah,
banner.
changed.
for the
Yeah.
dwarves, yeah, that's big. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have put a banner in the dwarf warband, I think.
I'd have also had like a goat rider or two with Dane.
Yeah.
that's what you're chopping your numbers down a fair bit. Then that's the only time we're seeing a
Yeah.
banner and maybe a glow rider.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
I
good
think
mix.
this could do well, but
Well, you have
Rel-
a boar rider. You can just send him off to an objective. Don't mind his combat prowess.
He has to charge though, so if he's killed something, he's not
Yeah.
going
well,
towards the objective if your opponent
Nicky,
plays around it.
he could just bash everything along the way.
That's
Yeah, true.
normally
Yeah.
what he does, just murder everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. On to Max. I don't know if I know Max either.
I think he's a friend of Robert's.
He is, yeah.
He's brought 45 models of Mordor. First Witch King we've seen, Crown Morgul, Armored Horse, Immortal Blade, 3 Might, 3 Fate, and 6 Extra Will. 4 Black Numenorians, 4 more random orcs with shield and spear, 1 with a shield, a spear, and a banner, an orc tracker, and a warg rider with shield. Shadow Lord on horse with 4 Black Numenorians, 4 Mornallons with shield and spear, 1 orc tracker, 1 warg rider with shield. The Might of Sauron on an armored horse and the Seymour band again. And Shygrat with the shielded Carathungil and heavy armor and the Seymour band again. I actually quite like that. Shadow Lord, Witch King,
That's a
fucking
strong army.
big shaggers and the Might of Sauron in one list is pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it's
Mornallons, Black
got
Numenorians.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a solid list. Lots of tools to use there as well with the magic and then the big hitters, the Shagrat.
A lot of Black
Yeah,
Numenorians
3 magic
as
casters and the
well.
Mount of Sauron's pretty good in combat too when he wants to
Yeah.
be.
Fucking right, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a tidy army list.
yeah.
Good front line there as well. Very strong
Yeah,
front
this
line.
this is a lot like lists that we would have seen at the WTC last year.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's quite meta. Yeah.
The Black Numenorians, the Morannons, the double
Yeah.
caster.
It's
Mount
just
of Sauron.
missing. It's literally just missing Suladan, who
I was
would
gonna
be in
say,
play
yeah,
Shagrat.
it's
You
just missing
swap out for
Suladan,
him.
yeah.
Maybe Max is the dark horse for podium and out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
I mean, if he
Nobody
plays
knows
Yeah,
who
he
he
could do
is.
well. Like yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. So yeah, interesting one. Big Hamish, love him. Warband number 1. He's brought Big Azul, the White Warg. What a man. He's got the stone flail, heavy armor. 1 Gundabad orc warrior with banner, shield, and spear. 7 Gundabads with spear and shield, and 2 warbats. Second warband is a goblin merc captain with 9 goblin mercs. Warband 3 is Fimble the hunter with a fell warg, 7 hunter orcs, and a fell warg. Warband 4 is Norzog with the fell warg, 1 hunter orc with a bow and a warhorn, 5 with bows, 1 just standard hunter orc, and a fell warg. And the last warband is a hunter orc captain with bow, 6 hunter orcs with bow, 1 standard hunter orc again, and another hunter orc with 2-handed pick. 48 models, 15 bows, breaks at 25. It's squishy, but
The lead
It'll-
on
It'll either run over whatever it hits or also fall over.
yeah,
Yeah.
big glass cannon.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think this will be one of the contenders for best painted armies as well. I think he won before with this army in Scotland. It's really beautifully painted. So I'd say they'll be getting a fair few votes for the best painted army.
I think
Yeah,
the
and he's a nice guy as well.
competition's gonna be high.
He's sound.
Oh, Hamish, lovely guy. He's
Yeah.
staying with me, so
He's
Uh,
good.
this kind of list is going to be very sad if it faces like a magic heavy list because Azog's just going to do
Yeah,
nothing.
that's the only problem. Like if Azog here is stopped, that's a lot of points doing, and there's a lot of magic floating around or we've already seen.
This list will also hate the chariots, the Candice chariots.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
gee, that's exactly
Yeah,
what
it's
the
like-
chance to go into.
all D4.
2 strength
Double
4 hits,
chaff,
dead,
man, yeah,
dead, dead.
So
So it'll hate terror as well,
yeah,
even with its warhorn.
So it's got a fair few bows though, so it can pick the sit and shoot.
just
force
never
them to
rely
cut
on your
ones.
bows.
Yeah,
like-
but it's orc bows, like
The war,
they only
Yeah.
hit with fours.
the warhorn can't be passed over, can it?
No,
No.
yeah, so that warhorn better be hiding at the back of the board.
He's
I'd
got
say
good-
Hamish will do pretty well with this. Like he's a pretty experienced player in the tournament scene now, and there's kind of a mix of
Yeah.
skill levels here. So I definitely don't think he'll
He's got a wee
He'll be in the
cheeky,
top half anyway.
cheeky
Yeah, it's
goal.
Wow,
perfect.
all
It's
the- all
perfect.
the-
It's
all the-
perfectly good.
All the Scots coming over are contenders, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every time. But yeah, I think that's nice. Good to see Hamish again anyway. Stevie, actually forgot that Stevie was playing Through the Fire and Flames, Depths of Moria LL. This will speak for itself. So Warband 1 is the Balrog with 10 Goblin Prowlers and 8 Goblin Warriors with bow, spear, and sword. The Prowlers always 2-handed axe and throwing daggers. Warband 2 is a Black Shield Captain with 2-handed sword, 6 Goblins with spear and sword, and 5 with shield and sword. Warband 3 is a Goblin Captain with shield and sword, 4 Goblins with spear and sword, 4 with shield and sword, a Black Shield Warrior with shield and sword, a Black Shield Warrior with spear and sword, and 2 Black Shield Drummers. Warband 4, another the first Black Shield Shaman, 3 Goblins with spear and sword, and 3 with shield and sword. The last Warband is the second Black Shield Shaman with the same Warband, 3 and 3. 58 models, pretty standard. Balrog, Depths of Moria list. Stevie's new, and it'll be good that he gets to learn, like, use this list in this sort of environment, because
Is that the 2 shamans that share? Is it?
yeah,
Yeah.
Shatter
they're
Cannon, yeah.
bastards.
So annoying.
Class.
Yeah.
Board wide fucking drum effect banner shit, and like not breaking. Yeah, it's
Are they all the goblins fearless within
while
12?
yeah.
Or within 12, or is it
I
battlefield?
think it's maybe
within 12.
6.
It's
Is it
within
12?
12.
Yeah,
Okay.
within 12, and
Yeah, it's a good legion.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
break until he's at half wins or something.
It's the first time Stevie's brought more of a gamey list, so it'll be interesting to see how he plays with a
It
legion that's there to grab points and deny points. I'd say, like, other than the fact that he's got those 2 shamans and everyone's going to hate him for shatter and everything, Stevie's probably like one of the favorites for favorite opponents.
Yeah, it'll be really fun
because every game with Stevie is just
he's
like
bringing
2
this
hours
list
of
of Belgium
laughing.
with him as well, so it's just he'll be
But
just purely
I
wanting to get
think-
like advice on how to play it when he's playing it, and like that, he'll just have a good laugh.
I played
Yeah.
Stevie in the first game, his first tournament game. Sean's event.
He's
He's
great.
a good lad.
We
Yeah.
spent
Nice
most of our
Stevie.
game just trying to drown one of my elves.
It's a good point for that list, for that Legion too. Like
Yeah.
it gets everything at once at 900 points.
Yeah.
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 Good
A decent
chance
amount.
to
Well,
really look at
it's only 6 might, but it's for that Legion, it's decent.
Good for a
Yeah.
new player as well, because they don't have too much
Yeah.
to think about. You can just
No, it's
So-
in the backlog.
Yeah. It's
fuck the
also
Balrog
very
in,
good.
cover him with goblins.
Yeah.
Shatter
It's also
shit.
very good for this format because it's the perfect army of a big thing that can get that 6 when I need to. And
Yeah.
I don't care what else gets hit.
Yeah.
Oh, my Goblin Captain at the back of my army. Don't have it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, who cares? Balrog, natural 6. Fuck
Yeah.
you.
So
The
yeah,
Master of Fate rule will introduce a rare moment where we might actually see Balrogs getting knocked prone in this event. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure it happens too often.
throw a goblin at them or something. But yeah, good to see him do well. Hopefully he does. So on to the next one. So list number fuck knows the number. Don't know why I went into that. Timothy
cares?
Spears. I've played against pretty much this list, but I think a little bit this will be a little bit bigger. So the Kingdom of Khazad-dûm, always love to see it. Warband 1's Durin the leader with the Dwarf Warrior with banner, 6 Hearth Guard, 4 Vault Warden teams, didn't have them last time, and 2 Dwarf Warriors with Dwarf Bow. Warband 2 is King's Champion, man himself here. 4 Dwarf Warriors with Shield, 4 Iron Guard, and 2 Dwarf Warriors with Dwarf Bow. Warband 3, Dwarf King with Throwing Axes, 4 Iron Guard, 2 Rangers with Bows, 4 Dwarf Warriors with Shield, and a Dwarf Ballista is in the last Warband. It's 44 models. He's chucked in a Ballista and the Vault Warden teams, I think, since I played him. Tim's a fucking lovely guy, though. Really nice guy to play. What do you think, Sims?
Why has he got 3 banners?
Redundancy, you know.
Because King's Champion, yeah. Right enough.
I think it might be a case of bring every model that he owns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just,
fair.
you know, he's going to seal those 2 points when they come up, like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the case with my Iron Hills list. It's all the Iron Hills infantry models I own, basically.
Ballista can
Why
be.
you got 3 banners, Dave?
I had 3 banners with 1,000 points.
It's just because the
44.
heralds, though, isn't it? It's really just because the King's Champions heralds are like just are like that. I suppose he can still
I
go off and do
suppose
his
it
thing.
allows you to hide. It allows you to hide the dwarf banner, and you can keep the 2 heralds near the king's champion.
Yeah, because they're always going to be with him, aren't they? Like, and
Or
you
just
can
keep them near
spread them
him,
more
and
as
then
well.
yeah,
But the ballista,
dwarf list. Khazad Doom needs banners, so because they don't have spears. Well,
yeah,
more ones, but
the ballista will probably just whiff. Like, I just find in good armies, your line of sight's so fucked so quickly. It's just not
yeah,
great.
they're all right.
But they
Not
can be
great.
fun. Collie got one and then just grew to hate it. But so I'm going off purely almost off his hatred. But
One of them killed like 3 Riders of Rohan over 3 turns from me. It Ben's beginner event is like, yeah, whatever. Who cares? Do
yeah,
that.
60 points. It's not the worst thing in the world.
They're handy
For-
for things like when they face someone like me, and I'm like, great, a ballista. Ideal.
It's fine,
Yeah.
Charles. Just don't roll a 6 and don't roll a 6. You got
Yeah.
Yeah.
44 models is always going to be pretty tough to face when they're all D8. So D7, D8.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mostly these stuff, yeah.
I got D6.
Rangers are D5.
Oh, okay, so it's not totally high. It'd still be hard enough to shift.
Yeah.
I
Still,
suppose
it's still a durable list. Like
the ballista allows them to sit back in any scenarios and shoot where objectives aren't forward.
yeah,
So depending on what comes up, it could be a pretty tough list.
Yeah, I mean, you could just set an objective and then open
Yeah.
space for that to shoot between them or something, couldn't you? But
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, yeah, you can just put the ballista to babysit an objective at the back of your board.
yeah. Nice wee line of sight through you guys. So on to Chris Murphy, winner of the IHL. Fucking, what was it? Favorite opponent award, because we all
He
He
hated
got
it.
the GBHL favorite opponent
He
as
did.
well.
He's just a
this year,
fucking
yeah.
lovely dude.
Yeah.
But he's bringing the Bjorn in, so he's went down in my estimation somewhat. So Warband 1, the leader is Bjorn. 9 Bjornings with hand and half axes, 4 Bjornings with great bows. Warband 2, Grim Bjorn, same thing. 27 models. Speaks for itself. It's Bjornings. I'm sure he's very good with it. No, Chris.
It's a lot of warnings.
A very good player as well.
It
so
is a
that's,
lot of Bjornings. You would give Farboy there 8 great bows as well. Nothing to snow like that.
probably one of the favorites to podium. Just a great player, very experienced, knows what he's doing with the list. So
Yeah.
Will
I
beat
would
you
say,
with a smile.
yeah, he'll take something home if it's not favorite opponent. I'd say he'll be on the podium.
Aye.
I think we've said about 4 people already that will be on the podium, so it's going to be a tasty podium.
Yeah. The face he made when he won favorite opponent at Paddy's event.
Yeah.
The photos, like, how did I get this?
Yeah, he's just a great guy. And speaking of great guys, on to Matty Butler. Haven't seen him in ages as well. Dead of Dunharrow. This will be the new models. He's got the King of the Dead, 4 Warriors of the Dead with Spear and Shield, 11 Warriors of the Dead with Shield. Warband 2 is a Harold with Shield. I just like to call him Harold. 2 Warriors of the Dead with Spear and 6 Warriors of the Dead with Shield. Another Harold, 2 Warriors of the Dead with Spear, 7 Warriors with Shield, and then Warband 4, 4 Warriors with Dead with Spear and 4 Dead with Shield. 43 models. Should there be something else in Warband 4?
No, interestingly, he's playing about 46 points down in this. I think he wanted to play pure Army of the Dead, and he wanted to take all of the new translucent models. So he took everything he had, and that was 854 points. So he did put a note saying he realizes he's underpointed, but that's how he wants to play.
Does
What's
his
quite
last
funny is
Warband not need a captain?
No.
Oh
no,
shit!
no,
Yeah,
no,
because it's
no, no,
right enough.
yeah, and funny because Matthew's normally like favorite for winning best painted, but there's very minimal painting involved with these new translucent models. So
Yeah.
I'm sure it's still a beautiful looking
Don't
army.
write
But
him off, knowing him like you know.
I haven't seen it finished, so I don't know how much he's painted or if he's left them translucent. He might have done a little bit to them to make them look like a Matthew Butler army, but be interesting to see anyway.
Yeah.
I'm
So
still
I'd
waiting
like
on
to see
my my made to order for my see-through guys. Still hasn't arrived. It's been like 120 days. So
I'd like to see that army play against the all barrel white and orc army.
yeah.
it'd be the
Just,
slowest game ever.
With a
Yeah.
match of terror and fight 3 lads going at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite funny actually.
Yeah. Although the Dead will absolutely lift the orcs in that army.
Well, assuming
Yeah.
they win against the Shade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah,
yes.
be interesting to see what he does with them. Mike
The
Wilson,
best,
this
the
is
best list.
this is probably
Yep.
my favorite list.
What
This is
what
fucking
fuck?
ridiculous. So let me start. Warband 1, big
This is
fire
amazing.
there, isn't it? Captain and Condor with armored horse, lance, heavy armor and a shield. Warband 2, Captain of Ministers with a horse, a lance, and a shield. Warband 3, same thing. Warband 4, same thing. Warband 5, same thing. Warband 6, same thing. Warband 7, same thing. Warband 8, same thing. So 7 Captains of Ministers with horse, lance, shield. Warband 9, Menace, Tirith, Siege Veteran with a Gondor Avenger
Jesus.
Bolt Thrower. Warband 10, same thing. Warband 11, same thing. Warband 12, same thing. Warband 13, same thing. Warband 14, same thing. 6 Avenger Bolt Throwers. Jesus
Have they got the?
Christ.
I take it they don't have the upgrade, do
For reload.
I don't think you need
So no.
the upgrade when you have 6 of them, to be honest.
they?
That's how you get by.
It's
Play
just
this. Play this
hilarious.
in Maelstrom. Play
You
this
might
in
be
Maelstrom,
might.
and you'll be grand.
Yeah,
Do not
it's,
play that. Do not play
my-
this in Lords of Battle.
Yeah, it's
Ah,
probably the
I
Lords,
don't
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. You could smash this in North
It's a pretty good analysis, actually. Yeah.
Mike is the king of meme lists, and this is the most Mike list we've seen in a while. He brought the all gun to bad,
Yeah,
all gun to bad
bats.
bats last time we saw him at a big event, so it'd be great to see this.
He
I
did
hope he
say a few
has.
times he was going to do something like this. I'm so fucking happy he did.
I just hope there's not too many Maelstrom scenarios for him, or he'll be having a terrible time. I don't think any of his games will last too long anyway
No.
with this list, but it'll be great fun for sure.
Yeah, it'll be hilarious. I think it'll do awful, but it'll be hilarious.
If he plays Maelstrom or scenarios where you deploy close to each other, the Avenger Bolt Throws do nothing, basically.
Yeah.
Captain's
But the
Minister
captains
probably not
might
do
lift.
nothing a lot of the time.
It's got a ridiculous
Yeah.
amount of might. So yeah, very interesting. Be really good to see that on the table when it comes. On to Marty Metcalf. He's brought Assault on Helm's Deep, Legendary Legion.
Ugh.
Why could you?
Ugh.
Why could you, Marty? Warband 1 Uruk-hai leader with a shield. 1 Uruk-hai warrior with shield and banner. 4 with shields. 4 with pikes. 5 with crossbows, and a troll with a sword and shield. At least he's brought a troll. Warband 2 Uruk-hai captain with shield. 3 warriors with shield. 3 with pikes. 5 with crossbows. Warband 3 is the same thing, only is it just the 1 crossbow in that one, Nicky?
I think it's 55 points as well, so it's
Oh
5.
no, good point.
It's a mistake I
I
haven't
didn't
picked up
see
on.
that yet. So another 5 there. Warband 4 ballista and 3 ballistas, 49 models. So 3 ballistas, 15 crossbows, a troll. So not as heavy on the trips as he could be, but like fucking. It's about as different as you could go with it, I guess.
It's not.
No.
Without 3
bar the
ballistas. I mean, if you're
troll.
bringing 3 ballistas, like.
Yeah, the troll you swap out for the bomb typically, and probably some extra lads sprinkled in there
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
It's a strong list. It's not a list that's going to make you any friends, but I think
No.
it'll do well if the scenarios go in his
No.
favor.
I
There's
absolutely
no-
do not want to play this.
I mean, he
There's
plays
no
Merfolk
berserkers in that
Legendary
list.
Legion, so he's used to playing this. That's a way for us, to be fair.
No berserkers as well.
No berserkers, yeah.
Marty's become pretty like a contender lately, I think. So he started taking more like competitive armies. So Marty will give you a tough
Yeah,
game.
he's a good lad though.
Yeah.
So
You will have an enjoy. You will at least have some banter with
I was
you.
gonna say, like, you could definitely play less banter
He
for
will.
people.
He will always go for the impossible shot, which is cool as well.
Yeah.
Aye.
We had a game before where we just
that we
had to go
got
up to it.
there. I'll try and shoot it through
Yeah.
there.
So yeah, that will I haven't seen one of those in a tournament in a while, so that's interesting. On to the legend himself, Big Gator, Garage McGinley. He's brought Khazad-dûm, Misty Mountains, and the White Council, Yellow Alliance, Radagast, Roughnecks, as he calls them. Warband 1, Durin, King of Khazad-dûm, 2 Iron Guard, 5 Hearts Guard, Dwarf Warrior, 3 Dwarf Warriors with bows, and 7 with shields. Warband 2 is the King's Champion and Heralds. He's got 3 Dwarf Warriors with bows, 5 with shields, and 2 Iron Guard. Warband 3, Gwahir. Warband 4, Radagast with Sebastian. 900 on the nose, 34 models. It's painted absolutely beautifully. as well.
Yeah, it's definitely a contender for best painted.
Okay.
A very interesting list for Garage to play as well. Garage is known for painting a beautiful army and then deciding he doesn't want it anymore, selling it and starting
Yeah.
a new one. So this is very different to anything else he's brought. And
Yeah, so normally plays evil.
yeah, I think it has all the tools to do very well as well. Like Guahir and Radagast, they're always a good combination. Then you've got your solid line of warriors there. Maybe a little bit low on model count for 900 points, but
He painted his Radagast without shades as well and stuff, which was cool. Like he had a proper old skill. I would buy the magazine. It looks fucking sick.
yeah, I'd say Garrosh between the armies and the King or Queen competition, he's definitely going to be bringing home something.
He'll be there. He'll
Yeah,
be
he's a
up
good
there.
lad.
So yeah, second Khazad
Ni-
list.
Nice list. I don't think it'll do well. Just 34 models is low for this level, considering we've seen some significantly higher numbers.
Yeah, and Guahir and Duran have to do a lot of the work because Radagast has no eagle or sleigh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the points are in Radagast. There's a problem, but like
Uh,
I think he's just been brought because he.
Paddy and Child and Connacher will make shit of this list, I think.
That's a fucking bold claim for me anyway.
Connor Kerr's list is going to make shit
Guahir,
of a
you
lot
know
of
yourself,
this.
Child. Guahir is a bit of a duck. Like,
To be fair,
Look
my
to win,
Guahir has
look to
always
win.
performed. I've always just thrown to stupid situations. Like, you know what? It's actually grand this time. For once.
Yeah.
He's very hit or
Interesting.
miss with Guahir. The two attacks really hurt him.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just
It'll be a fun game whoever plays Garrosh anyway, because he's
Oh, great, yeah.
always a great game.
Yeah.
And
I
it will
think
be
it's
lovely
just
to
the
look
crack
at.
of bringing Radagast as well, like just in that sort of way, rather than on the eagle or something. Like it's
You
something
might see
about different.
someone. You might see someone actually use renew for a change.
Yeah, yeah.
You renew Guahir.
So on to another lad, Gareth Mansfield, the destroyer of Alarm. He's got 900 points of fiefdoms. I don't know what he was doing fiefdoms this time. Prince Emerald, Dollar on Wrath, Armored Horse and Lance, 10 Knights on Armored Horse with Lance. Warband 2, 4 in the Fat, 7 Man at Arms, and 7 Axemen of Loss Arnak. Warband 3, Einbor the Fearless, and 8 Clansmen of Lamadon, and Warband 4, win here with 5 Blackroot Vale Archers. Just yeah, 51 models.
Like to point out with this that as of this morning, which is Wednesday, Gareth has currently 3 models painted. So he did that last time with his Barharad army, was it? He had
and 2 mimics.
He painted like 800 points in 2 days and had to do an all-nighter before. So it's like nice to see he learned his lesson last time and he's put
At least
himself in the
started with
same
3
situation.
guys. You know, he gave himself a bit of a head start this time.
I think he's had to recruit his partner this time, and she's going to help him paint because 51 models and 3 nights is some serious painting.
And there are more detail on them.
He didn't just do an Alex and borrow half of it or most of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like a signature thing now. It's just like paint everything right before the tournament.
Another strong contender for favorite opponent as well. Gareth is just the funniest game. You'll laugh your whole game and have a great time playing him.
It's a solid list as well. Anyway, like
I don't really enjoy playing against fiefdom armies, but if there's anyone I'd enjoy playing against, it would be him, or probably Dave Wade.
And John, I thought it was actually just your generic one, but then I saw it as a 10 mounted knights of full armor, which is you don't see
fucking load of them. Yeah,
held up class.
Yeah, well, the class.
Them boys will hit hard
straight away. Shay, I haven't seen Shay in a while. Fiefdom's in his turret, so keep him with the trend. Emerald's back with an Armored Horse and Lance again, 6 Axemen, 6 Blackbird Vale, with spears, and 6 Knights of Dol Amroth. Warband 2, King Elisar on Armored Horse, 9 Rangers with bows, 16 cannons with shields, and 3 with shields and spears. Warband 3, here in the Tall on a Horse, 6 French with shields, and a 9 Minister with shield. 46 models.
Triple threat.
Big army with those heroes.
Yeah. Having Aragon not as your leader as well means he can just get in there and do some work.
Yeah.
So
I played against this there recently. Aragon basically calls the free accuracy every turn for the Black Root Veil, so they're rerolling
Oh, yeah,
wounds.
they're no wounds,
Yeah,
which
I've never
is
thought to use it that way.
Yeah.
That's very smart.
Good idea, yeah.
so he's getting
Was it
getting
Che you were playing? Was it practice games?
yeah. There's
Nice.
a couple of practice games.
Nice.
So I played this list, and then he had one with Imrahil and Boromir. I told him to kind of go with this list, and then he changed Madro for Huron. So obviously, if Imrahil dies and Huron's still alive, then no later VPs.
Yeah. He's got 3 good lifters there, like.
Definitely a podium contender as well. Che was
Oh,
the
How
IHL
fucking big is this
newcomer of
podium?
the year. No, I just mean
Oh, I'm
contention.
joking.
Like Che is consistently like top 5 at the IHL events, and then this time we don't have 2 of our most experienced players. So Ivan and Michael are away at
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Masters, so it
He'll
means that
definitely.
the podium's definitely going to be different to what we're used to.
Definitely is. Yeah, he knows he's doing with it as well. Like he's been playing it a good while.
Yeah, he does.
So,
He's been playing the same army for a while.
so yeah, he'll do well. Made the dice be strong
It's
with
nice to see King Alistar as well, because
It is.
Yeah,
we're very used to seeing Boromir.
So down to the next legend and scholar, Mr. Dave Coleman.
Well, man.
Barad-dûr.
Fucking
Something new,
terrible.
sir. I wasn't expecting this. Dark Lord Sauron, 12 Black Numenorians, 11 Orcs with Spear, 1 Orc with Spear and Banner. Orc Captain with a War Gun and Shield, 2 Morgul Knights, Witch King of Angmar, 3 Might, 4 Will, 2 Fate, and 4 Black Numenorians with 3 Orc Warriors with Spears. Interesting.
Yeah,
You
I
went a
was
different
I
direction.
was planning on bringing up like a Lothlorien typical Fellowship Gwahir army, and then like, do you know what? Sauron hasn't been out in a while. A long
Yeah,
time.
fuck it. Yeah.
Whip him
That's
out.
right.
It like, I don't expect it to do very well. I think it'll do okay if matchups and snare dependent. But
It's
like,
always
because
something.
there's actually not a whole pile of aggressive magic, it's actually not too bad for me.
Yeah, I like
Good.
the 2 Morgul Knights as well, just thrown in.
I love
Drop
Borg
the
Knight models. They're
objectives
much
and they're
fun to
fucking
War Riders.
sick. Yeah,
Yeah, I love them.
Lots of Black
The Witch King
Numenorians.
backing up Sauron is nice. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, and he's got plenty of will there. He's got 14 will on the Witch King as well, so
Yeah.
he can be sitting in the back, transfixing
your-
with the lads as well.
your front
It's
line of Black
also
Numenorians and then
Sauron.
all your spear orcs in the back. Like,
good as well, because there'll be the time where Sauron's like out of might or got 1 might, and like he needs a
Yeah.
natural 6, and he's go, right, I'll take the 6, thanks.
I'm happy to see a lot of mounted armies that like I can hopefully go hurling.
yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be fun, actually.
Chariots and the
Yeah,
like.
yeah, yeah. Good point.
Child
But
having
yeah,
some
I
nostalgia
think-
trips.
Huh?
The child having some nostalgia trips to WarpCon.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
2020,
Yeah.
Or Dev.
And look,
Does-
he's always good crack. I think it'll just be fun to play. It's quite a small army for 900 points.
Yeah, it is quite small, but it's still a big man.
There are, in fairness, there are a good few. There's actually a lot of lists that are kind of on the small side.
There's
Yeah,
been a
and
bit
like
of a mix.
The average is probably 45, 46, so I'm down 10, but
But
Sauron
you've
can
got-
generally make up a lot.
It's the front line of terror as well, and then
Yeah, and the
with
-1
Sauron
now,
added into that as well. Yeah, so like,
Does Sauron have the Harbinger special rule?
Yeah, and he
Yeah,
has an
yeah,
8
so-
as well.
So your front line, if you go against Orc Army or any low leadership, like you're going to be
yeah,
Yeah, they're
picking
just standing
your
there.
They
fights
struggle.
there.
They
Yeah.
struggle. I
Yeah.
did it with scouts before. It was fucking horrendous.
Yeah.
Right?
And like I do at least have the extra 5/5 striker as well if I need to with because he's got loads of will, he should
Yeah.
be able to do some bit of combating. And the Orc captain can just go kill an elf a turn or something.
There's also like any heroes there, just the standard courage 6, 3 will, and you've got 2 models with train courage on a 2+.
Yeah, and hopefully I can just like dehorse most things like even LSR, yeah, he's a horse lord, but if you have a chill soul at you and a black
Chill
dart,
Soul, like Chill Soul for days as well. Yeah.
yeah, just get
So
off
yeah,
the horses.
solid. It'd be interesting to see how you do that. Something new. I respect it.
That'd be fun. Easy to play for the weekend.
That's it. So on to Bradley Moore. He is a legend. 900 points and 33 models, Rohan and Lothlorien. So on the low side again, Warband, Theoden, King of Rohan, Armored Horse, Heavy Armor, Shield. 2 Riders Rohan, 5 Rohan, Royal Guard, with Throwing Spears, and Horse, obviously. Warband 2 is Aylmer, Armored Horse, Shield, and Throwing Spears, 5 Riders Rohan with Throwing Spears. Warband 3, Gamling, Horse, Royal Standard. He's got 5 Riders with Throwing Spears as well. Warband 4, Darnell with throwing spears, 2 riders with spears, throwing spears, and Warband 5, Haldir with a bow and heavy armor, 4 Galadrim with a shield and spear, 3 with shield and bow, and 1 with a shield. So just a little Rohan Lothlorien mix. Another absolute banter lad. He will just charge all these in and fucking laugh maniacally while doing so.
Yeah, I think competitively, like he might have been better to take the Riders of Théoden Legendary Legion and go for that turn of the free combat and just wreck
I
the enemy
think
army.
that, or swap out Haldir for Galadriel and have Blinding Light.
Yeah,
But I think Bradley will be there for the favorite opponent award.
People
He's
like
just
Bradley and I do not think
Right,
in
I
those
mean,
ways.
so much fun to play.
That'll still crush an awful lot if it hits right at the right time.
Yeah,
A lot of that will just crumble to that.
that's all you'll want to do is just smash something in the face.
I can see Bradley like master fading like a lot.
Yeah, he'll just do it for
and
banter.
then being like, oh shit, then just lost his horse. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
So that will be
You will have a fun game against him regardless.
top fun, one of the
For
top
sure,
fun
yeah.
games. Yeah, definitely. He will be right up there in the votes. Peter Fenton, beautiful painted army, I'm sure.
Fenton.
Pretty sure this has fucking spiders in it, doesn't it? Don't like it.
Oh, just one.
60 models. Peter Fenton, Durbers is the leader. It is Moya, I should say, with Dark Denizens Department. So Durbers has 7 Goblin Warriors with shield and 7 with spear. Next warband is a Cave Drake with 1 Bat Swarm and 4 Goblin Prowlers. Drurzag, the Beast Caller, with 6 Goblins with shield and 6 with spear and Orc's bow. A Warrior Goblin Captain with 5 Goblin Warriors with shield, 5 with spear and a Bat Swarm. A Goblin Shaman with 6 Goblin Warriors with spear and Orc bow. And the Spider Queen with Back Swarm and 5 Fell Wards. Just don't like them. I'll forgive it.
I was disappointed he took the Fellwargs over some extra spiders because I really love the alternative models he has for the spiders. But his Spider Queen is also beautifully painted. And actually the Spider Queen then will qualify for a king or a queen too, so it's a bit of a different model you can enter in that.
His spiders are painted very, very nicely.
Yeah, this army is painted beautifully, a very alternative scheme. It's like a teal and orange sort of
like they
color.
It's
very nice. Yeah,
always look really good. So decent amount of might, good amount of models, and a cheeky Cave Drake and a cheeky Spider Queen and a Shaman. That Shaman is shatter as well, doesn't it? Does it?
Yeah, and then Durzag's got
that one doesn't shatter.
What's
it's not the Black Shield.
It's the Fury one, yeah.
Just Fury. It's Fury. Yeah. Well, they need
Fury and Transfix.
You've got Enraged Beast on your Bat Swarms. So lots of tools.
And a Fearless Spider Queen.
Yeah.
Drurzag will have no well against me.
No, you won't. Nothing in this list will have well, Paddy, against you.
No.
So yeah,
is it a decent list to have the Master Fate thing? Because the Spider Queen, she is the ultimate grenade. Like she goes in, she either kill something or she dies. So
her getting that 6 is very big.
I think it's one of those lists that not many people will want to play against, just because it's that sort of.
I'd be fine with it, to be honest. I wouldn't mind. I can absorb the hit.
I just
the Cave Drake as well. I love the Master Fate as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. One point of might. It'll like it.
Decent list. Yeah.
So Ewan's had to drop, unfortunately.
So we'll pass Ewan's. David Wade, add points.
Sorry, I have checked this, but I meant to add the points in.
it's fine. Standard David Wade list, I'm sure. So Barmere with Lance, Shield, and Horse, 7 Founding Corps with 4 shields, 8 warriors with banners. With a banner and shield. Warband 2 is Denethor. He'll be the leader. 8 rangers, 7 spears, 7 warriors with shields. Emerhill, Horse and Lance, 5 clansmen, 5 men at arms. Ironborg, 5 clansmen, 5 axemen, 53 models. Just yeah, that's pretty much what I expect. A lot of Founding Corps though.
Pretty
solid.
Yeah, it's a very solid list.
Yeah.
Who's the leader?
It'll be Denethor.
Denethor. Yeah.
He has to be the leader even if Emerhill's in the list.
Yeah. Denethor is always the leader, regardless. Doesn't matter what else is in the list.
Yeah.
Does he take precedence over Théoden, or is
He takes precedence regardless of the heroic tier.
okay?
He just
That's
goes and
his
sits in
present
a
role.
wee building and that's him.
He sits in his high tower.
Yeah.
And he passes his courage test because Bozer's on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then if Boromir dies, he goes mad.
Yeah.
He's
Um,
used Boromir as a fucking cannon in this list.
It's a very standard Dave Wade list. It's
Yeah.
nice that he's got Boromir and Imrahil, two big
Yeah,
hitters, and
yeah.
he doesn't have to worry
Usually
about
has
them.
to choose between them. Yeah.
yeah, he's very experienced with this list too, so I expected to see him do very
Yeah.
well.
He'll be good. He's always a dark
Yep.
horse pick.
He'll give you a tough fight. The only thing I'd say about it, it's kind of low for him considering it's 900 points. Like, he had 50 models at like 700 points.
Mm.
So I'm surprised he doesn't have like 65 models.
Yeah. Yes, it's just having Bozza, Emerhill, and then like the Fountain Court and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, solid list.
Oh,
Sean's Brill.
Jesus.
This will be nice
Oh,
and quick.
Jesus.
Three-way yellow alliance. Moria, Trolls, and Dol Guldur. I fucking love this.
This is amazing.
Balrog's a leader. Bat Swarm, Moria, Goblin, Goblin with Shield, Bill the Troll, Bert the Troll, Top the Troll, Nazgul, Dol Guldur. 900.7 models.
Go ahead, Murphy.
Oh,
The
Jesus.
Goblin Captain doing all the work here, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I love that he brought the Nazgul of Dol Guldur so that when he can scatter onto his own guys for
Yeah, I can just
doing
come
the
back to
Master
life.
of Fate, he kills his own guy and he's straight back alive. I think
That's
that's a nice
pretty-
little
it's pretty
way to
cheeky
work
wee
the
thing.
mechanic.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah.
I mean, it's disgusting, but it's class.
Yeah, I was
It's just-
saying it'll either do really well and surprise people, or it'll do really terribly. I
Sean
don't think
knows
it's
how
going
to
to
play
be
these
anywhere
lists.
in the middle. But Sean is the king of
He's the king of the monster mash.
like all hero armies.
Mhm.
So I also am really excited to see how he's painted these Balrog and the trolls because Sean is a phenomenal painter. So it'll be
Yeah.
a beautiful army, that's for sure.
Yeah. I'd normally write off this kind of list as uncompetitive, but Sean Sproul has surprised us with
He's
his.
ridiculously good at playing monster mash lists. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he knows what he's doing with it, and it'll be
I
class
suppose,
to
I
see.
suppose the no pool system could favor him because you could get a bunch of missions that are
Sure.
good for him.
Yeah, killing ones, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. On to the King's champion himself, Mr. Paddy McCormick. He has brought Angmar back to the Angmar. I don't think I've seen you play this in a while now, Paddy. So, which King of Angmar? 1 horse, Crown Morgul, 3 might, 17 will, and 3 fate. 4 orcs with shield, 4 with spear, 1 with a 2-handed weapon, a warg rider with shield, and a Deathmarsh Spectre. Warband 2 is the 10th at 1 horse. 3 orcs with shield, 3 with spear, 1 with 2-handed weapon, a warg rider with shield, and a Deathmarsh Spectre. Warband 3 is Birder, love him. 4 orcs with shield, 4 with spear, again, 1 with 2-handed weapon, and an Angmar orc with banner and spear. Warband 4 is Shade with 2 Angmar orcs with shield and 2 with spear. Warband 5 is a Barry White, 1 with shield, orc with a shield and orc with a spear. Warband 6 is an orc captain with 2 orcs with shield and 2 with spear, and that's 46 models. Talk us through it, Paddy.
Yeah, so basically my 800-point list. And then I was like, oh, how do I make 100 points or more? And I was like, oh, just chuck in a shade. Because the Master Fating thing means that the heroes get a natural 6, but the shade will bring the 6 down to a 5. So if I still get a 5 or a 6 with my big heroes, I'm more than likely going to win the fights.
Good thinking.
Nice. I have to say, shout out to Paddy for being one of the few people to submit his list in the perfect format that I asked for. Actually, give up fixing most of the formatting for this, so I got about 20 different interpretations of how to submit your list. So thank you, Paddy.
No problem. So it's the same numbers as my 800 list. So I drop a 2-handed orc for an extra will point on the Witch King. Give the banner a spear and then 100 points for the shade, because I thought that will point will do something for me more so than the 2-handed orc will do for me in the game.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I'm not sure
I go,
I've actually ever faced a shade before because the models are so rare. Do you have an actual shade?
yeah, I have the metal one.
Class. So what's the
Um,
shade do again then? It's
So at the start of the fight phase, he turns on Chill Aura, so he has 8 will points. So he has potentially 8 turns of -1 modifier within 6 inches of him. Any model that doesn't have the Angmar keyword, so basically everyone in my list will not get affected by it, and except for wargs and trolls, but Birder has the Angmar keyword, so it doesn't affect him. So everyone
Awesome.
within 6 inches of the shade gets -1. So basically, against warriors on warriors, if I roll 6, I all win the fight. Basically,
That's awesome. That's a 6-inch aura.
Yep.
That's
He's
really
on a-
strong.
They're pretty
he's on a
funky.
40 mil. He's on a 40 mil base as well, so he kind of covers a wee bit extra.
So you have to actively cast that. So if someone moves into you first, does that get switched off, or is it just always up?
It's passive, so you
Always up.
spend the will point at the start of the phase.
That's awesome.
Exhausted or so, yeah, one of those ones.
Suppose that's why it's 100 points, but that'll
Yeah.
make your line really difficult to deal with.
That's
So,
why
yeah.
I was wondering how long the time was, because realistically, you're not going to really have more than 8 turns of combat, really, if there's going to be a lot of models. So I thought my shade, especially in the 2 practice games against Che I played, basically I had a will point left over in 2 hours 15. So for playing 2:30, I'm probably going to get 8 rounds of combat with him anyway.
Yeah,
Calculated.
it's a very strong list.
Rose is going to be sad facing this.
Yeah. It's good to see Angmar making.
Yeah, it's a very solid list to be fair.
And
This is a top 5
it's my-
contender.
it's-
This is
it's
a
my-
list that
it's
will come
my-
top 5.
It's probably my
Top
list
one.
I played
Top one,
well
Dave,
with.
come
Oh, okay. Ask me out of the top 5.
on.
You've scouted them already, child.
He has.
Yeah.
It's a well done list. So
You
one
said
thing-
earlier about unconventional assault
I
on
was
Helm's
gonna
Deep.
say,
Literally,
the
just
second assault, if he brought this again, we know, well, he's got at least one ballista.
one
this time.
ballista.
So yeah, another assault on Helm's Deep. It's Niall Woods, Warband 1, Urkai Captain. He's the leader. He's got a shield, a 2-handed weapon. 5 Urkai with shield, 9 pikes. Urkai warrior with pike and a banner, and 3 berserkers. Warband 2 is another captain with 2-handed weapon, 5 warriors with shield, 10 with pikes, and 3 berserkers. Warband 3 is a shaman with armor, Urkai demolition team, and 2 Urkai warriors with shield. Warband 4 is a ballista, and Warband 5 is another captain, but he has 3 Urkai warriors with shield and 2 berserkers. So 3 berserkers, a
That
bomb,
doesn't
and a
seem
ballista.
very bare.
That's just Nile, isn't it?
It just seems a lot going in it. I know there's a bomb in it, and there's only one ballista, but you look at Murray's and think
Yeah.
there's
You have a lot
more
more.
happening in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's got 6 berserkers there. They're 15 points each. So basically,
So 8.
every 2
Lot of
berserkers,
Yeah, 8
every
berserkers.
2. Oh, that's right. So basically, every 2 berserkers is 3 Yurks in
Yeah.
an R list.
Yeah, I hate playing against the demo teams. I just just phase out
Yeah.
so much area that you don't want to go near.
Yeah.
It's still a threat. It's still a threat, but it's not as much a threat as Murray's is. Obviously, with 1 ballista against 3, the bomb, but with the nerf to the bomb, it can only go off situationally as well.
Blows up his own guys.
This list is a contender, but not for the top 5.
I think Nal will be great fun to play against regardless, and I would say that bomb will
That's
be going
okay.
off in some hilarious situations.
Well,
That
bomb, so you have
bomb
to-
will go off, kill his own leader and 2 of your models.
Probably to win a spot prize or something.
Yeah, 100%. Once he gets the chance, he'll do it.
How do you ignite the bomb? You have to have more models within the bomb, don't you?
There has to be
More
at least
zero
2
models.
enemy models.
Yeah, there's something to do
At
with it.
least 2 enemy models.
Yeah, and you can shoot
Alright.
it to blow it up as well. It's quite funny. So next, Luke Wilkinson, he's brought Aragorn King Elisar on armored horse, 4 Citadel Guards on horse. Warband 2, Faramir Captain of Gondor with a shield on an armored horse, 5 Knights of Minas Tirith with shield. Warband 3, Prince Imrahil on a armored horse, heavy armor, shield, and sword. 4 Knights of Dol Amroth with armored horse and a lance. And Warband 4 is Eomer on armored horse with shield, and 4 Rohan Royal Guards on horse. Very low models at 21. But yeah, it just looks like a bit of a glass cannon. Fuck them in.
I love this list. I think it's like sort of post War of the Ring, and all the like leaders of the like cities, the good cities have all brought
Yeah,
out their like elite mounted guard,
it's the complete
just for the
opposite of
crack.
what Luke normally does as well. He normally brings fuckloads of models, so like it's quite nice to see.
I don't actually think I've ever seen mounted Citadel guard, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he's using for those.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool list.
Yeah, it'll be fun for
I
sure.
can see smashings as well. Very
I
good.
hate the lightning bolts as well. This list.
Yeah,
Jesus.
it's not gonna like the
This
Master of Fate rule.
is an absolutely awful list for using Master of Fate on.
I just guarantee you,
There's a high chance of a valuable hero getting their
so many
horse
people are
knocked
gonna
off.
forget to even use it.
I don't
Yeah.
think there'll be many times where he goes to time with this list, but I'm sure it'll be great fun.
Yeah,
If,
that's
if
all
this
it
list goes
looks
to
there
time,
for
he's
as
doing
well.
something wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does charge it in. It's definitely just a charge and have a lot for it. So yeah, class by Luke as expected. So next list, Michael Bunting, Wings of Shadow. We'll know this well. Shadow Lord's a leader, 4 Ricks, 2 Black Numenorians.
We don't
6
need to read this. It's
Orcs
just
with
Bunting's.
Shielded
Skip it.
Spear. I'll read it just for formality. Core bag with shield, 4 Orcs, 2 Black Numenorians, 6 Orcs with shield and spear. 1 Orc has a banner. Zagdish, 4 Orcs, 2 Black Numenorians, 6 Orcs with shield and spear. Krishnak with shield, 4 Orcs, 2 Black Numenorians, 3 Orcs with shield and spear, and an Orc warrior. And Gulliver and Denmark's Spectre. That's pretty much all we need to say about that, isn't it? We've seen Wings of Shadow many times.
Yeah.
It does what it says on the tin.
There are no great beast.
There's no good beast,
Yeah.
obviously.
Just dudes instead.
Yeah.
I think
I'm quite surprised
Oh.
that Bunting actually not bringing up a great beast. Normally, he does look for
Yeah.
the opportunity.
I thought he was submitting a version of this that had a Troll Chieftain and Sheila, but I guess not.
Yeah.
Bunting will write many lists, be totally indecisive, and just go, I'll just submit Wings.
Yeah, Wings of Shadow.
It,
Fuck it.
it works, and he's done very well with it in the past,
Well, that's
so
it.
why
It's a
not?
very competitive event, like. There's 3 assault. Now, what the fuck's going on? Like 3 of these in your event. So Chris Shields kind of knew he was bringing this. So Warband 1, Uruk-hai leader for Shield. That's another assault and helm state legendary leading. So 2 berserkers, demolition team, warrior with banner and pike, 5 warriors with shield, 6 with pike. Warband 2 is another captain with shield, 2 berserkers, a demolition team, 5 warriors with shield, 5 for pike. Warband 3 is a captain with crossbow, 10 warriors with crossbow, 4 by 4, and 5 are both ballistas. Another different take on it. 51 models, 2 demolition teams, 2 ballistas, 10 crossbows, and low on the guys.
Aye. So it's the middle one in terms of like optimization.
yeah.
It'll be not as bad to play as Marty's because it's only got 2 blisters, but it's not as fun as it won't be as fun as Nowwood's one is.
Yeah, it's a good way to look at it. Right middle of the park.
Yeah.
Chris is very new as well. So I imagine this might be the first time he's properly used the list.
He's practiced it against me. I found the 2 demo teams really being spread out just phased 2 parts of the board completely out. So it's really difficult to play around while you're being pelted by 2 ballistas.
And he's played a lot of other war games, so he's fairly experienced as far as war games go. So I'm sure he'll pick the game up like fairly quickly. And he's got this is a strong list. There's other lists like Bjornins or something, and he's starting to get quite good with them. So
Does Harbinger affect the ballista team? Or not the ballista team, the demolition team?
I would assume so. They have to take a courage test to set the bomb off. So
Yeah, it will.
you would have to. You'd be -1 to your courage test.
The
berserker's like courage 6 anyway, isn't it? Or courage 7?
Courage 7.
But yeah,
Courage 6 as well.
No,
No,
berserkers
they
are
are
courage
7,
7 base.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But yeah, it's a courage test, so it will be affected by Harbinger and Ancient Evil and all that.
Interesting to have 3 of these anyway, and them all be different. Again, just the top part of the game. Luke Miller, young Luke, haven't seen him in a while. He's brought another Mordor list. Witch King again, he's back. 3 of these now. So 3 might, 15 will, and 3 fate. 9 more Nanans with shield, 8 with spear, and 1 with a shield, spear, and a banner. He's brought Cabal as well, and an armored horse. 5 more Nanan orcs with shield, 6 trackers, 4 war riders with shield and spear. An orc captain with shield, 6 more land orcs with shield, and 6 with shield and spear. Mordor war catapult, Mordor troll crew, and Mordor orc crew. 51 models. Something very different. I think it looks like quite young, so it's good to see people of that age actually still playing and giving a shit
Yeah.
about Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Luke's only playing on the Saturday, so I'm sure he'll have 3 fun games. But yeah, loves a big monster, loves his catapult, so it could do pretty well.
Yeah. Today, it's list. The only thing I don't like about it is Camille is never worth it off a Fell Beast. He needs a Fell Beast because he's a rubbish caster. So he's a combat right, so he needs the Fell Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really rate him, but yeah, it's good to see him on the table. Interesting on the horse. He probably just only has the horse, would be my assumption.
Matt Hamill will approve of the water of the catapult. Hamill's not catapult.
Great crack.
Yeah.
Absolutely great crack. And I think this is our last list. Dickie James' army is Azog Hunters. It's nice and simple for the last one. Warband 1, Azog's the leader, 18 Hunter Orcs, 5 bows, 1 banner, 1 horn. Warband 2, Bolg and Fel. I assume so, actually. Yeah, no Fel Wars mentioned there.
Yes,
So.
yeah, 165 points, so that's Azog with nothing.
And then Warband 2, Bolg on Felwarg with bow, 8 Hunter Orcs and Felwargs, 5 bows, 5 Felwargs. Warband 3, Fimble and Felwarg, 2 Hunter Orcs on Felwargs with 2 bows, 4 Felwargs, and 6 Hunter Orcs, 3 bows. Yeah, Naked Azog is an interesting choice.
I think Dickie's a very new player as well, so this might be what he has in his collection to make up 900 points.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely has that vibe because no one ever takes Azog like without gear unless they're playing like the Pits of Dogholder Legion.
I guess his thought is he's got one solid block of troops on foot and then a foot leader there, and then he's got his 2 kind of mounted guys that can play on the wings.
Yeah, and Azog doesn't even get Master of Battle because he's in Azog's Hunters, not the Legion.
Yeah, be better, generally speaking, be better just Bolg, take Azog out, even, and just...
it's probably just these are the models I have. They make 900 points.
Yeah, you'll have fun with it as well. They're good crack. And if you're like just learning the game, they're probably a good army to use because you get to use the gut shooting. The only thing you don't really have in Magic is it. So,
very nicely painted army from what I saw as well. So another contender there.
46 models.
Good to see a new name as well.
Yeah, always. Is he from here? Is he from Scotland?
No, he's from here. He's friends of Tim. I think Tim got him to sign up.
Cool.
So
good to see him. Good, always good to have new players. So let's say, I mean, if he starts to pick it up, it's a really good army to build off as well. Turn it into something nasty. So
absolutely,
let's see how he adds into it. 899 points. He's cut it pretty well there as well. So yeah, that's them all. I guess we can pretty much wrap up. The only thing I will end with, I guess, is who do you think will win? Mine is Connor Kerr.
Yeah, Connor Kerr.
I think I've pointed out the contenders along the way. Connor's list very strong, but then like what if contest comes up, or what if Lords of Battle comes up? You know, it's I think there's scenarios where it's not great.
Like,
yeah, definitely.
It's not great, but like the shade will just be such a bag of a thing, and that many bar whites. Like, there's a good few lists here that have like 2 big heroes, and they don't really have protection against magic, so they're gonna be fucked over.
I think we'll see the usual ones at the top. I think Paddy and Bunting have very strong lists as well, very experienced players, and then
Dave Wade's a solid list there as well.
Dave Wade, Chris Murphy. I'm sure he'll do very well with his Bjornins. Sean's list. Murph always underplays himself, but that amount of Iron Hills is just tough for anyone to cheat through. So
I will come 8th or 9th.
We'll see. You'll be top for the first day.
Paddy thinks he won't, but I say Paddy's coming in the top 5.
No.
I'd say for sure top 5.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. So
now Woods will get the wooden spoon.
I think Corbin will do well as well, but I know he's only got sore on, but
although he has some decent competition for it.
There's a lot of fun lists. Mike Wilson's list is a big contender for the wooden spoon too. I think he's definitely going to go home with favorite list because I don't know how you could not vote for that. Like,
Yeah.
especially it has the official bolt throwers too, which sell for like
Yeah. It
well,
could
like
be
50 or 60 quid these days.
Yeah.
So it's like £500 on the table of just
standard
rare
backwards.
models. Yeah.
So yeah, a really interesting one. Like I'm Bible still don't know what to use. I might just use fucking ants. 850. Chuck and Marion Pippin.
When in doubt, Connor, bring the ants.
When in doubt, ant it out. So
Means you're
yeah,
gonna play me and I'm gonna smash you.
yeah, probably. I mean, I'll do that. I'll probably use Smash Betting when I play with them. Like, so yeah, we'll
Oh,
see.
we were going to do the first round draw, but I think I'll do that and I'll just post it in the chat tomorrow night. I'll do it live as well.
I assumed
So
you were going to do it on the day.
it's because it's 2.5 hour games. We're quite tight to get started.
Yep.
So I'll do it on Friday night, I think, and I'll post it so everyone knows who they're playing and what table they're on, so
Cool.
that we can get straight in and get going.
Cool.
And then we'll roll the scenario in the morning.
Sounds good. Well, that's all the lists. We'll, I mean, try and get some pictures of all the armies and stuff, and the like, all that shit. You know, the kings and queens and that stuff as well, and see what we can do. If I can get any footage, I obviously will, and then we'll post it all up on the event pages. But yeah, thanks very
Awesome.
much for your time, guys, and yeah, hope it turns out to be a good weekend.
Yeah.
Cheers,
Good luck.
Connor.
Connor.
Have a good
Cheers,
one,
boys.
folks. All the best.